Alright, so we have a full moon in Virgo happening tomorrow. And, man, it's been an interesting past few days, for sure. So the Virgo energies. This is all about routine, being grounded, having a very specific way of doing things, being analytical, and being practical. And right now, the full moon, which represents a release, endings, something coming to completion. You know, when you think about the fullness of something right before it starts to lessen again. And that being in a trine. So a trine is an angle in astrology. I think it's 120 degrees. And it represents a beneficial triangular movement direction of energy in relation to one celestial body to another. So the full moon in Virgo is trining Uranus. And Uranus is the rebellious planet of change and transformation. So it's a really good opportunity to get clear with the things in a very practical way that aren't working for you. Whether it's a job, relationships, mental patterning, you know, the way that you relate to yourself. There's so many things. Ultimately, you can decide, and you know what is aligned with you right now and what is not. And what's interesting is when you think about a full moon, and you think about the moons, the moon also dictating the emotional energy, you have the moon and the emotions, and then you have Virgo, which is this earthy, practical, grounded, precise energy. And then you have Uranus as well, which is the change and transformation. And just the energy is present. It's really requiring a balance of honoring your emotions and really allowing yourself to feel whatever is coming up, but not getting lost in them. You know, and using your practical, pragmatic self to really determine what needs to stay and what needs to go, what needs to change. It's not even about choosing whether or not something's going to change. Change is already happening. But when you're aware of it and you're conscious and you do your inner work to utilize your free will in the process, you can choose what needs to change. Yeah. So it's a lot of letting go, allowing yourself to let go, allowing yourself to feel fully, and really settling in on what is true for you, what you're willing to accept, what you are choosing to do for yourself in your life, and honoring the things that need to change and transform in order to go in the direction that you want to be taken. Intense emotional energy, for sure. Yeah, especially like the past few days. I had a really, really powerful dream. It was an early morning dream, and in the dream I realized that I was dreaming. My mind was like, hang on, I'm here right now in this dream space. And then there was a part of me that was like, whoa, I just realized I'm dreaming. And I was like, okay, I can actually go do this thing. In my dream, someone from my past was there, and I wanted to have a conversation with them. And I remember it was like the dreamscape kept being as such to where it was like not appropriate for me to go in, you know, like a class was in session or something. And I was like, wait, hold up, I'm fucking dreaming. So, I mean, if I disturb anyone, who gives a fuck? So I went in, and as soon as I made that choice to address, because I knew, I'm like, oh, this is an opportunity for healing if I address this thing right now when my subconscious is open. As soon as I went in and addressed it, you know, the person that I was going to talk to, it ended up transforming to someone and something else, but the interaction and the conversation I had right after that was like, it was like some next level multi-dimensional shit. And it came from knowing that I was in that state. Maybe there was some like Virgo energy there. And then from that, taking the risk to make the change in whatever needed to be voiced. And through that interaction, wow, I had one of the most healing experiences, like emotional healing. Such deep emotional healing came from that conversation. So dream work, it's a thing, it's a thing. I love pineapple juice. Sending love and blessings and aligned, harmonious release for your full moon. Much love.